In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove a radiator when decorating. Let's go check this out. What you're going to need here is a couple of basic tools. So what I've got here is a radiator key, boiler doctor, a Phillips screwdriver, a pair of grips, a couple of tubs I was bringing, and a couple of towels to catch a bit of surplus water that is inevitable. Nothing we can do about that. Let's begin. First of all, we're going to isolate this radiator. So we're going to turn that down to 0. Sometimes these go to frost. So just make sure that that's on 0. And then the opposite side, we're going to remove the cap. Sometimes you'll need your screwdriver for that to take the cap off. But when you get to this point, all you're doing is turning that clockwise as far as it'll go until it's off. So you'll feel the resistance when you hit that point. Well, now what we want to do is prove that that radiator is isolated. We're looking on this radiator, is behind the radiator there. So what we're going to do is put our radiator key in there. I've got a towel at the bottom there that's going to catch any water. And we're just turning that will let the water drip, as you can see there. We're looking for that stopping dripping. We've got no pressure in there, so we know that that's isolated. It's important that you turn that back so it's isolated again to create almost an airlock of water in this radiator here. Now we've dropped the pressure out of this radiator, we've isolated our valves, we're ready to undo one of the nuts. What I've done here is put the towel underneath the plumb tub and put the plumb tub around the pipe. What we're going to do here is put a pair of grips on the top of the valve, like so, while we undo the nut that's at the radiator side of the valve. You can see we've got a nut at the bottom, nut at the radiator side, and we want to be undoing the radiator side and leaving the valve in situ. What we're going to do is crack that nut, give that a twist, and you should just be able to undo that with your hand. Just that'll release. It's just a little bit of water in there, it'll dribble there, as you can see. What we're going to do now is repeat the process at the other side. So what we want to do is undo this nut. That's, again, not the radiator side, not the pipe side. So we're going to undo that nut. Just crack that nut there slightly, and then again should just be able to undo that with all fingers and drop the radiator off. Now we've done that, what we're able to do is lift the radiator off the bracket, which will then, we can carry that outside, and we've successfully removed the radiator. If you leave the brackets on the wall while you're decorating or mark where they go, you can put them back on. Just drop your radiator back on and do that, what I've just done, in reverse order, and then that's your radiator back on. Don't forget to top up your boiler pressure if it's on a pressurized system once you've done so. I hope that video helped some of you that are decorating your rooms and wanting radiators off the wall. If that helped, follow me. I'm Steve, and I'm the Boiler Doctor. If you live in and around York and you want our services, give us a call on 01